don't know if you can see me. There we go. Hi everyone, Natalie here. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Trying to think there what day it is. This is what happens when you're on maternity leave. It's Tuesday. We had baby sensory this morning. So yeah, hope you're all having a great day. Just wanted to say, I've not actually done a few lives in a while. Actually, if I'm being honest, it is quite self-conscious doing these videos. Like, I get a little bit nervous and think, gosh, will anyone watch them? What will people think of me? And it just shows you that we all have, although on the outside people look confident, actually we all have these kind of insecurities. And I thought, you know what, even if I'm helping one person with these videos, then I'm going to go on here and I'm going to share my journey with all of you and not worry about what other people think of me. So that's a top tip for yourselves as well. Don't care about other people, what they think about you. Do what you love and do what's going to help other people as well. So I am feeling awesome. I am now on day round two of my 30 days to healthy living programme, and we have I think it's about 60 people doing it with our team this month, which is really exciting. My cousin Leah's doing it with us as well, so that's awesome. She's really inspiring to me. She's been plant-based and vegan for a while, so that's absolutely awesome. So today's post was all about conscious cooking and looking after yourself and looking after the planet. So as most of you know, you don't need to be vegan to do our 30 days to healthy living, but I'm choosing to do the vegan version. And I honestly thought that I was going to miss meat, but I have not at all. And I think the key is that I've been making really awesome food. I've been making delicious cakes. I made a chocolate ganache last night. So yeah, I'm not missing out at all. So I just wanted to share a couple of things to help you be more conscious in your, the food that you're making and how to be better on the planet. So really, when you're having a plant-based diet, a lot of people will say to me, Natalie, how are you getting enough calcium? So I had a big debate at the weekend, and it's like, how do you get enough calcium? You're going to have brittle bones, all these kinds of things. But actually, what I've found out through doing a lot of research about being vegan, because obviously I'm really concerned that I'm getting enough vitamins for myself, but also for Isaac, because he's going to be vegan as well, is actually, for example, people will say, okay, if you're cutting out your dairy, where are you getting your calcium from? If you do your research, you'll find out that actually there's more calcium in your kale than there is in a glass of milk. So I'm obviously doing my research, and my smoothies in the morning I'm putting in kale, I'm putting in spinach, so I'm getting enough iron and calcium from natural sources rather than from a cow. And also what's really interesting is the supplements that I use. I'd looked online and they'd said that make sure you're getting enough iodine, make sure you're getting enough, I can't remember, selenium or something. I'm rubbish at remembering things like this, but what I loved, and I didn't even know this before, is all of the supplements that I use with my business, all of these vitamins are there. So the omega-3s I've got, the calcium I've got, the iodine, the protein, everything is there already in my kitchen cupboard, which is awesome. Someone actually said to me that I should maybe do what's in my kitchen cupboard video, so maybe I'll do that for you one day. So yeah, that's awesome. And my second thing is being kind to your children. So bringing your children up in a way they're going to love vegetables, and obviously you don't have to be vegan to do that, but showing your children actually we can help the planet, we can help ourselves by choosing the right foods and choosing healthier foods for themselves. I think with KFC being on the news this morning about them having no chicken, it's just like, that is not news. Like, that's such an unhealthy restaurant. Deep fried chips, chicken, it's just, we should be encouraging our children to eat healthy so that they live longer and happier, and allow them to enjoy healthy food. So I'm really excited. I love cooking, but I'm so excited when Isaac can help me. So I think it's getting your kids involved in the kitchen and showing them that eating veg and eating fruit can be really healthy. Now, I just bought this book called, I don't know if you can see if it's maybe flipped round, but it says, it's called the Help Yourself Cookbook for Children. So you don't need to be vegan for this. This is really good to get your kids involved in cooking in the kitchen. Obviously it is all plant-based, but it's really, really healthy things in there for your children to cook with you. So highly recommend this. Follow this girl. Her name is Ruby Roth. You can follow her on Instagram and Facebook. Highly recommend this for anyone, whether you're vegan or not. Really, really good to get your kids involved in cooking and getting them enjoying healthy food. And then, so being plant-based so far has been fantastic, and I love the fact that I'm helping the environment. So I just bought this book as well. Again, I don't know if this flips round, called How to Go Vegan. and it actually says here that we're helping the environment. So I have just, as most of you know, I've got cheeky wipes, which are reusable wipes for Isaac. I've just bought reusable nappies, so I'm trying to cut down on my plastic and the impact I'm having on the environment. So actually having more of a plant-based diet, so again, you don't need to be vegan. It could even be, once a week you're doing a vegan meal, so you're having more plants than meat. Particularly in our 30 Days Healthy Living, we have got vegan meal plans and non-vegan, so you could just switch between the two so that you're having less impact on the environment. So in this book by the Veganuary team, it says, if you really want to reduce the human impact on the environment, the simplest and cheapest thing anyone can do is eat less meat. Behind most of the joints of beef or chicken on our plates is a phenomenal, wasteful, land and energy hungry system of farming that devastates forests, pollutes oceans, rivers, seas and air, depends on coal and oil, and is significantly responsible for climate change as well. And the most interesting thing, I've learned in my journey with being more plant-based is the amount of grain and water that is given to the animals for, factory farmed animals could actually feed some of the starving children in Africa. And when you think about that, it is phenomenal, because we are mass producing these animals. We have to feed them, we have to water them, and this food and water could be going to children in countries where there's lots of deprivation. This world was created with enough food for all of us on the planet, and yeah, I just think it's really, really interesting that our choices, I think sometimes we don't think that they have an impact, when actually doing things like eating less meat, turning your lights off when you're finished using them. Kenny always moans at me for not doing that sometimes. Trying things like reusable nappies and reusable wipes just really helps have that kind of conscious living. I know I've kind of digressed from the conscious cooking, but it's obviously been on my heart and mind to share with you guys today. So I hope you guys got some value from that. Biggest thing is get your kids involved in cooking, and they are going to love being healthy and happy as well, because they are the next generation. So have a lovely, blessed day, guys, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye!